Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the Texans franchise. Finally, we're in the off season and we're going to start it off by recapping the Super Bowl, which was won by the Carolina Panthers. Baltimore tried to come back in the fourth quarter, but it was not enough, and Carolina got it done. They move on here to win 24-21. Nick Norris and Lamar Jackson both have one touchdown, one interception. Norris wins the Super Bowl as a rookie quarterback. That is really cool. The running game's pretty okay, I guess. Nothing special. It was a close game, but in the end, the Carolina Panthers won it. And they win it behind a touchdown of Christian McCaffrey and one for Chuba Hubbard. And also McCaffrey 54 in the air. That's more than 100 yards from scrimmage. Tremble had the most yardage through the air. DJ Moore did not make the huge impact. And we have defensively just nothing crazy. Calais Campbell with 2 sacks, but yeah, nothing special here. JC Horn with an interception. Also Chuck Clark had one. And the Super Bowl MVP is JC Horn because of the interception. Nick Norris just had 1 touchdown, and that probably was not enough. And yeah, we're gonna be moving on to the offseason now, as we have 2 retirements. Nothing crazy. Cam Newton, our backup, retires, and our long snapper also retires. So nothing crazy, but there is some pretty special players that retired this offseason. Harrison Smith, Kevin Zeitler, Calais Campbell after the Super Bowl, Robbie Gould after the Super Bowl. We have Jason Kelsey, JJ Watt is retiring, Xavier Rhodes, Emmanuel Sanders. Just lots of players that were really good starters or even bottom line elite starters in this league. But now we're gonna be moving on to Regression, and we have a lot of players with Regression, but some of these are gonna be gone, like Justin Britt. Not gonna bring him back. -7 in total. That's fine, I guess. No regression for Cameron Johnson, even though he is in his 30s. And that is really cool, so we're going to keep him around. He's going to be our punter next season too. AJ Can, -14. He also will be gone. Not going to keep him around. Was a backup this year anyway, and I just don't need him anymore. Andy Janovich, the fullback, also no regression for him. And I think he's in his 30s too. And then we have Laramie Tunsil, 29 years old, no regression, and that is great. He did not want to take the $23.5 million offer, like per season. 23.5 I offered him, and so that means he is going to be traded. Tag and trade situation. Brandon Cooks also regressed, -7. Thankfully none of his speed, so he still is a threat. And then we have Matthew Ioannidis, who lost his star dev, and -9 on the total regression here. Some tackling, power moves, pursuit. And then Kaimi Fairbairn also did not have any regression, just like the punter and the fullback. And all of those guys are 29 and older. So that's great for our special team situation. And then we have Eric Murray, also a little bit of regression, but he's going to be gone too. We're going to replace him. There is a chance I might be drafting 2 or even 3 safeties. Desmond King also regresses to normal dev, but apart from that, just loses 2. So he is going to be back, hopefully. And then we have AJ Lincoln, who lost his star dev. Rookie receiver who played great last year. I think he had 1,000 yards or close. And Gary Gordon, another rookie receiver, also losing star dev. So now there is just a handful of players on this roster with great dev traits. And then also Jamie Cantu. I'm not sure if I ever had a chance to reveal his hidden dev, but it was star and now it's normal, and that really sad because I thought he was a good run stopper this season. But we're gonna moving on now to the mock draft 3, and we have Ryan Springs there at the number 1. And right now it kind of looks like this is probably really gonna be the pick. I'm not overly impressed with any of those other players that go in this top 5 range. And the only other one that I'd really consider is Spencer Noble here at 6, but I still think that the other guy is just better. Byron Redmond at 7 also might be happening, but this one is not going to be happening. Martin Holcomb, nope. Not going to draft him. Maybe Cliff Kitchens is the pick. But maybe I also will trade down, pick up a future 1 or something like that, because there is a couple players in that 20s range that I might be interested in. Then I already know that Brian Roberts is going to be a really good corner. Not Alex Day good, but he's going to be good. I just already have 2 top 3 picks at cornerback the last 2 years. So probably not going to be happening. Tyler Kirkland, excited about him. I liked him a lot. And then we have the best running back here, 25 to Washington, Devontae Burden. And then Max Sharper, kind of looks like a generational center prospect at 26 there to the Steelers. And we are going to be moving on to the re-sign stage now. And there is just a few players that I want to keep around. Some of them I might be bringing back in free agency. Russell Flanagan is one of them that I want to bring back. And then we have Rashid Walker, picked him up off the Falcons practice squad, was a left tackle for a few games. Was pretty awful, not going to bring him back. Moving on, we have Laramie Tunsil, and I have talked about this a lot. My last offer was worth $23.5 million per year, and the franchise tag is ridiculous. $35 million. Well, some team has gotta be paying lots of money to him. We'll see. But he's franchise tag now. Not gonna just let him walk. It's too good to just let him walk. I'd rather keep him around on a $35 million deal for one more season than to just let him walk. And then we have Andy Janovich, who had no regression, and that's kind of exciting. He is 31 though. But I want to bring him back. He's one of the top 3 fullbacks in the league, I think, and he continues to play for this organization. So he's back. That's good. Moving on, we have here Jonathan Grenard, who is 27 now, is done with his rookie deal, and he was just nothing exciting at all. And at no point in the series he was anything special, and that is why I'm letting him walk, not bringing him back. Blake Cashman, also done with his rookie deal, and he is 28. So yeah, he is also not going to be coming back. We already drafted 3 linebackers in the last 2 drafts. So there's that. And he's a 74 overall, so he's not even anything special. And then the same goes here for Ross Blacklock. He is done with his rookie deal. He was nothing special, and time to move on, start over. Terrell Ridley, just like Gary Gordon, a rookie I picked up off the street, and not going to be bringing him back now, but might be signing him later in the free agency stage, or maybe after the draft. Let's see. Same for Gary Gordon. He has the exciting 97 speed, but he just lost his star dev. So, yeah. And he already is 23 after just 1 year. And then we have Terrell Way, a UDFA running back that I found pretty interesting, but he's also 24, nothing exciting, has fine athleticism, maybe bringing him back later after the draft or maybe in like stage 3 of free agency. Somebody else we are not going to be bringing back. Who was that? That is Johnny Buchanan. Yeah, an edge rusher. Just he didn't play a lot, but I like his skill set. Might be bringing him back, and then, well, that did not work out at all here with Freeman at left tackle. That was an awful situation. Then we have third tight end Brandon Milner. Might be bringing him back later. Probably not. Jabari Zuniga. Done with his rookie. Oh, actually, that's not a rookie deal. He was. I just picked him up from practice squad. 27 years old at 72 overall. Not good enough. Justin Britt. Already talked about this one. He's a backup right now. I signed McCoy last year, so there is absolutely no reason to bring him back. 33 years old at that too. And we have AJ Can, 32 years old, a right guard, even worse, a backup for Springs there, and not coming back here. Eric Murray, 71 overall at 30 years old. That was just a band-aid at best, and he is also not going to come back. And then we have just a couple more. Oh, actually just one more. Max Sharping, 68 overall, done with his rookie deal at 28 years old. Yeah, that's not enough. So he's also gone. Now we are gonna need to get a new right and left tackle. Looks like it, because we have a net saving situation here with Andre Dillard. $4.2 million I can save by cutting him, and he has not been the guy I wanted him to be. He is just yeah, he's 28 years old, 73 overall. Let's release him. Start over at both tackle spots. Tunsil is going to be traded if I can move his salary, and we're going to cut Andre Dillard right here, and that means we have 2 tackles left on the roster, and they are both from the practice squad. So both like 60 overall players. And obviously that's not going to be where we are starting. But we have a situation where we have a lot of cap space, and there might be a few tackles in free agency, as Laramie Tunsil is going to the New York Jets. 29 years old, one of the better tackles in the league. He did not want to sign through the entire season. I tried it like 5 times, and the Jets are the only one of like 3 teams that can accept his cap hit. And we are also eating some of that cap hit, but that's okay because we have more than $100 million left in cap space, and or before that at least. And so we are getting a 2nd round pick here from the Jets. I like it. And then we also move a different player, and that is Brandon Cooks. We just do not have the O-line right now, and it is realistic for him to request a trade just like he did in real life. And I looked for that one team around the league that had the worst receiving core, and he fits perfectly with the Chiefs and their high-flying offense. They have the O-line to throw it up to him and use his deep route running skills there and his speed down the field. What we just couldn't do. And so we get a pick from them as well. And now we have $72.8 million left in cap. So let's see what we can do with that. Free agency class coming up right now, and it's Tristan Wirfs, and he has interest in our team. He wants to be in Houston. Yes, please. Tristan Wirfs is going to be a target for sure. We have Rashawn Gary. We also might be needing an edge rusher. We have a quarterback, Justin Herbert. I will not be trying to get him in, especially because it's just not fair. The Chargers would never let him walk in free agency in real life. And I'm not going to just cheat here and take him off the streets because the AI is too dumb. And then we have Brian Burns. Sadly, not interested at all here in the Texans. We have Bobby Wagner, Tom Brady, Jalen Johnson. So there is a few interesting players here. Rodney Hudson would be a target if we hadn't gotten McCoy last year. DJ Reader, good defensive tackle. Derek Brown, I want to get him, but he's not really interested in coming here. That drives up the price. Montez Sweat might be a target. No, we have Jedrick Wills. We also have Javon Hargrave. And we can fix the trenches with this free agency class. We also have Grover Stewart right here, and he's interested in coming here. And then we have Mekhi Becton, 82 overall right tackle, superstar dev. Not really interested in coming here. We also have Jonah Williams. So there is 4 good tackles here, and I need to get 2 of them. I really want to get 2 of them. And I do not want to change their positions. And we had 2 right and 2 left tackles. And then just a few more players down the board. Nothing special. Corey Davis is somebody that I like. And we just traded away somebody. Might be bringing him in. CJ Henderson is somebody that I really liked, but and he would be interested in coming here, but he is not going to be. Cole Mahan is one of the draft's tackles, and he is a pretty much awful athlete. Poor strength and only decent acceleration. F injury. And then he is just a pure pass protector. He can't even run block all that well for a first round tackle. So he's not an option at all. Like this guy, no. Alfonso Boyd, 6'5", 309, 22 years old, and he has poor strength, marginal acceleration, and solid speed. That is just an awful athlete, just like Cole Mahan. He is supposed to be a first round tackle, but he can't run block at all. He's like absolutely horrible at it, and his pass pro is just not even good. It's just like above average, I guess. And then we have Kevin Reiner, also first round tackle, 6'7", 306. At least he's a solid athlete, but nothing special, just a solid athlete. That probably is like 91 strength and like 76 acceleration or something. And he too is not a run blocker at all. He is an excellent pass protector, but his run blocking is pretty awful. Then we have Ryan Teal, 21 years old, 6'5", 310. That already looks more encouraging. And he has elite acceleration, good speed, and solid strength. So he is at least an above average athlete. But he is C to F injury. That might be a risk. And his pass pro is probably like a CBC or something. And his run blocking looks more solid. But I want to have some, if I draft a first round tackle, he needs to be better at both. And that is why I decided to make a splash play here. Tristan Wirfs. We're not going to get a tackle in the draft. There is just nobody that I am comfortable with starting in the first year. And Tristan Wirfs is going to get a huge deal for us. $24 million a year over 5 years. That is $120 million. And I went way above everybody else because I need this guy. This guy needs to come here. and he has the interest. He needs to be in Houston. And after I decided, okay, I'm not gonna pick up a tackle in the draft, I went after the best left tackle, Jedrick Wills, who is a really solid left tackle, a top 10 tackle in this league, 26 years old, so he still has a few good years. Star dev, can even develop a little bit. The other option is Jonah Williams. He has, yeah, they are both very similar, but I'm going after Jedrick Wills here, and I'm offering $18 million per year for 3 years, and he has very high, very low interest in us in total, but or not very low, like average, kind of okay, I guess. And I also went way above everybody else here because it is necessary if you want to win these deals, especially early in your rebuild when you don't have like the coach's perks to have a higher chance at signing this position or this position. And then, yeah, those are the two tackles I went after. Jonah Williams is just, I think he's a year older, and he might not, and he's like 2 overall less or something. And that is why I went after Jedrick Wills. And then Derek Brown, made an offer for him, 14.5 over 3 seasons. He still has that superstar dev, and I'm not going to be going above everybody else for him because defensive tackle, there is a couple I'm interested in the draft actually, so there might be a chance for me to pick up a defensive tackle. I'm just not picking up an offensive tackle in that draft, and that's why I went above everybody else for those positions. And then we have Terrell Burgess here at free safety. He has great athleticism. I really like his skill set. And we are going to be offering him a little bit more than just the fair offer, I guess. That's 4.3 a season over 3 years. And he is going to be getting this neutral offer. He has, I guess, solid interest in us. We are the warm weather state, and let's see how this is gonna be going. So we're in the lead, or actually, it's kind of it's randomized. Who is shown on top there? It's not an indicator of I spent more money than the Falcons, or I offered more money than the Falcons. But we're in the mix for Terrell Burgess. And then Trey Turner is a guard that I am interested in because we need a backup, and he's a right guard, and he has the mentor trade, which means that he might be giving Greg Springs a little bit of yeah, how do you say that? The mentor trade offers some XP bonuses for younger players at the position, and I want to have that for Greg Springs. And I also need a backup because I let 3 backups walk into free agency, and we're the only team offering right now. I think it was just a fair offer I offered, and that is gonna be it for stage 1. 5 active negotiations, and the 2 I really want are the 2 tackles, obviously. And I really hope that we get Derek Brown as well. And we have evaluated, or the players have evaluated the submitted offers. And we have 4 results, and we got the 2 tackles, Tristan Wirfs and Jedrick Wills from the same draft class. And they are both coming to Houston. From the same draft class, I think it was also Mekhi Becton. That was also the same draft class, but he's just not as well-rounded as the other 2. And I'm really excited about this because this means our O-line has been fixed. And then we have a few of the other players walking elsewhere. Derek Brown accepting the offer of the Denver Broncos, and I think I offered more money. I offered a lot more money. This is 31, and I offered 14 over 3. That's 42. He accepted 11 million less dollars. You kidding me? And then we have Terrell Burgess walking to the Atlanta Falcons. And they did not offer more money. He just was more interested in the Falcons, I guess. So no Terrell Burgess. I really like Burgess, but have not been able to sign him for 3 consecutive franchises. DJ Reader. After we are missing out on Derek Brown, gonna try the next one up here. DJ Reader, who has basically no interest level, but 14 million per season, or like for one season, $14 million is gonna put us in the mix, and we're gonna try that. Fletcher Cox and Derek Brown are gone, but we're gonna try it with a second one, and maybe we get one of 2, and then we're fine. We have Javon Kinlaw, a defensive tackle I really like coming out of college. He's 26 years old. I'm gonna be offering him the 10 per year for 2 years, and I hope we get one of those. So we're in the mix for both of them, and I think for both of them I offered something like the fair deal, or a little bit more than the fair deal, and we'll see how that's going. So we have 3 active negotiations. Trey Turner had not made a decision yet, and yeah, with those deals, our cap space is down to $9 million. So that's not great. Players have evaluated the submitted offers now. Let's see who we got. 2 decisions. And we have DJ Reader and Javon Kinlaw, both of them. So we are done with tackles in this offseason. We have now 2 new defensive tackles and 2 new offensive tackles. That is an absolutely great situation. We now have edge rush as our biggest need, and just $9 million left. We're just gonna do a couple lesser deals, I guess. Corey Davis, that's $5 a year for 2 years, and gonna try to bring him in. I really liked him coming out of college, and I was kind of sad that the Titans didn't re-sign him, so now I'm gonna try to sign him. His deal is just like really low, but we are the only team offering. And Trey Turner still had not made a decision yet. So we are going to be moving on this time with 2 players. And now we have pressed the evaluation button. Corey Davis has not made a decision, but Trey Turner is now a Texan. So hopefully we are getting that mentor bonus for our right guard, Greg Springs. And now we have only $4 million left in cap space. Moving on to mock draft number 4. Ryan Springs on top there. And he still is my favorite option of all those edge rushers. There's so many edge rushers, but all of them have weaknesses. There is no generational talent in this draft class. I can tell you right now, the closest thing to a generational player in this draft class is Byron Redman, and he also is not. I can tell you. These edge rushers, it's just not great. Everybody has a weakness, and everybody has probably 2 or 3 weaknesses. And Ryan Springs might be the one that has the least, I guess. And that second pick at 7, Byron Redman, still might be happening. Martin Holcomb at 9, not happening. And then we have still the one offer left here. He's the only player I'm really interested in now. And he does not want to come here, I guess. The offer might be a little too low, but let's see if we got him this time. No, we didn't. But I'm gonna keep trying. Let's increase the deal or decrease the deal, I guess. No, this is actually an increase. We put a one more year on top of the deal, and I think he gets now 200K per season, more than that. And he made a decision, and we were the only team offering, so he is now a Texan, and we have done this. So this is free agency now. It was really exciting, and I'm really happy how it went. Now it's time to focus on the draft, as we are going to be selecting Ryan Springs for an extra workout. We are going to be selecting Cliff Kitchens. He looks really solid, and we just let somebody walk, or traded him to the Chiefs here. A deep threat. We might be needing another one, but well, let's see. And the third player I want to have more info on is Brandon Burks, because he is one of 3 edge rushers I'm really interested in, and I do not know anything about him. Brandon Burks. And let's see what info we can gather of those 3 players. Now, for mock draft 5, we have Ryan Springs on top again. And yeah, Kevin Golson is not the guy. Najee Mitchell, also not the guy. And then we have Gavin Howard at 6. Not the guy. Definitely not the guy. We have Byron Redman still at 7. If the board falls this way, I'm going to take him at 7. Brenton Fowler. Martin Holcomb at 9. Yeah, not going to happen. Maybe Cliff Kitchens. Maybe. Also, like Luke Boyle here at 11. But at 11 is a little too high for him, and he's injury prone. So probably not the guy either. And down the board, it's kind of getting thinner. But Brandon Burks still might be a player I'm interested in. Let's see. Tyler Kirkland is a corner I really like, just like Brian Roberts. If I had a corner need, I would be taking both of those guys. And yeah, that's it down the list here. We have no Diego Cordova, who was supposed to be a first-round pick in one of the earlier mock drafts. And I really want to get Diego Cordova. Let's recap free agency. Justin Herbert goes to the Falcons. So they spend a lot of money on him. That's a $250 million deal. AJ Terrell instead leaves the Falcons and goes to the 49ers. Evans to the Patriots. Brian Burns to the Bengals. I would have loved to bring in Brian Burns. Tom Brady goes to the Giants. We did not have enough money to bring in Brian Burns. Jalen Johnson to the Steelers. Cam Akers to the Falcons. John Johnson to the Steelers. Rodney Hudson to the Carolinas. Fletcher Cox to the Chargers. Derek Brown, as we already saw, to the Broncos. Brandon Ayuk to the Ravens. Montez Sweat goes to Tampa Bay. Leonard Williams to the Bears. Gabe Davis to the Carolinas. DeAndre Swift to Seattle. Grover Stewart to the Cardinals. J.C. Treader to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kendrick Bourne and Mekhi Becton to the Titans. So we're going to be seeing these guys. Tyler Higbee to the Colts. Also going to be seeing him. Jonah Williams to Washington. Going to be seeing him probably not at all anymore. And then Grant Delpit to the Buccaneers. We have just nothing interesting here anymore. Bilal Nichols to the Jaguars. Paris Campbell to the Dolphins. Yeah, that's going to be it. We are going to be seeing a stronger Jacksonville and a stronger Tennessee team. But let's move on. Ryan Springs, 23 years old, marginal acceleration, but otherwise a great athlete. Just that acceleration is so bad. And then he has so many A's and B's across the board. I know he's a great pass rusher. He just does not have the first step. He's basically Nick Bosa. Cliff Kitchens, 6'1", 185, 22 years old. He's a lefty out of Michigan. And he has elite acceleration and elite speed. Legitimate 4.3 flat speed at 6'1" as a receiver. A deep, but D short and C medium, C release, C catch in traffic. It just doesn't really scream top 10 pick to me. He's just a pure deep threat. Brandon Burks, we have 6'3", 276, so he's really thick. 22 years old. He has great acceleration, good speed, elite strength. And yeah, he is so exciting. Like, he's a great edge rush prospect. B power moves, C block shedding, D finesse moves. He looks good, but D to F injury, so that's a risk. And yeah, then we're gonna take a look at the rest of the roster. Those were just some of the players I'm interested in the first round. And our roster looks like this now. We have Davis Mills as the quarterback, and I'm gonna keep him around. He is not anything special. He's not the future, but there's just no quarterback in this draft class I'm taking. We have two running backs, Dameon Pierce and Ty Johnson, and I'm fine with going into the season with those two guys. They look solid to me. There is just no reason to change anything around with them. But still might be picking up a running back somewhere. Justin Ross, Corey Davis, the two big body receivers on the outside, and AJ Lincoln in the slot. I am fine with those three receivers as my top three for the season. But I know there's a couple of receivers that I'm really interested in. And we have Nico Collins and Tylan Wallace down there. Wallace picked him up off for the practice squad, and then after the season he just got signed. So he's getting a chance here. I like Nico Collins, but he to this day hasn't really shown that he can catch everything that he needs to. At tight end, yeah, I'm telling you right now, these two are not going to be the starters, because I want to get Diego Cordova at maybe all costs. Jedrick Wills is the left tackle, and I am so stoked about our offensive line now. We went from, I don't know how many sacks we allowed last season, probably like 80. Kenyon Green at the left guard spot, Eric McCoy at center, and then we have Greg Springs at right guard. We have Trey Turner as a backup for the guard spots. Really excited about how the offensive line came together. And yeah, just from a couple of years ago, we didn't have 4 of those 5 starters here. Tristan Wirfs at right tackle. Yeah, you just know he's going to be great. And then for the defense, there is still a lot of work to do. We have AJ Epinesa as a starter at left end. Yeah, not going to happen. He played solid, I guess, but his acceleration is just so bad. And then he isn't even like a 90 strength guy. He's just 84 strength and 77 acceleration. That's just not enough, man. And then we have Marcus Davenport at right end. Kind of a disappointing first year with the Texans. Let's see how he does in year 2. But I am going to be selecting an edge rusher at some point in the draft. There is just a guarantee, man. DJ Reader, Javon Kinlaw, Matthew Ioannidis. We have a stacked defensive tackle group now. And then we also have Roy Lopez as a really good run defender. And we also have a couple developmental younger pieces there. Let's see how any one of those two does. But we'll see. At linebacker, we have Jamie Cantu. Drafted him last year. Has normal dev now. We have Garrett Wallow, who is a 4th-year player. Then Chris Portillo, he got the breakout challenge on the last game of the season and he won it. And he got 20,000 XP and I am so excited about him now. We have Brian Asamoah, who comes in from the practice squad. At right outside linebacker, we still have Christian Harris, still an intriguing option with great athleticism. I think our linebacker situation is fine. We have Alex Day and Derek Stingley at corner. We also have Desmond King as a slot corner. He's 29 years old. He regressed a little bit, but it's okay. And then we have Greedy Williams as backup and Kendall Sheffield as a backup. So I'm really excited also about our Texans situation. Not Texans, our corner situation. Jalen Petre. Yeah, he was not the answer. 2 years and he just is a liability. And then we did not have any strong safeties. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. The next episode is going to be the NFL Draft. And I am so excited. We have so many picks and we just fixed our biggest weakness, our two biggest weaknesses. So we can basically do whatever we want in the draft. And we have two positions of need. That is edge rusher and safety. And I think our first two picks are going to go there. And then after that, we can do whatever we want. So excited. That's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Texans franchise. See you in the next episode. Until then, spread some love.